Okay, we're going to test a 1750 watt heater, inline heater. We're running water now through a #1 tip. We're going to test this with a constant flow through a 9001 tip. Your inbound water temperature is at 85 degrees. We confer that with our outbound thermometer, also showing 85 degrees. And we're going to turn it on. We're going to do a quick amp test, and then we're going to see how long it takes to reach full temperature and what full temperature is through a #1 tip, constant flow. Okay, there's our stopwatch. There, we turned it on. Both elements are running. Let me turn it where you can see it with the camera. Hold on. We're showing just over 14 amps. Oops. Just over 14 amps. We're on the 10 times slot there.
So we're gonna go show the jet.
Oh, okay. This is a Spray Systems 9001 brand new jet. So we're spraying constantly through a #1 tip. We're not slowing that down or shutting that off through this test. On this particular unit, which by the way is in a little briefcase, it opens up. It's very easy to work on. It's in a little aluminum briefcase. The green light comes on when you're plugged in. The amber one comes on when you turn the switch on, providing that the circuit breaker hasn't tripped. You'll get the amber light, means the switch and the circuit breaker are both closed circuit or on. And the red LEDs, one for each 875 watt element of the two elements, these cycle on and off with the thermostats, with the elements.
Since we have a minute or two, you want to explain this on top of the...
I will, but before we do that, at a minute and 30 seconds, we're already at almost 125 degrees outbound. And as you can see, our inbound temperature is still the same, still steady at 85. A #1 tip, most high pressure 500 psi machines run a double jet wand with two #1 tips. But by the time you figure you're pulling the trigger about 2/3 of the time per stroke, and then every few strokes you have to stop to reposition the wand or move your hoses, you average approximately half of the time you're actually spraying. So this should be approximately equivalent to cleaning with a double jet wand with two #1 tips on it in a normal business-like fashion, isn't it? Approximately. And this is your outbound port. This is a pressure relief valve, safety valve, set at about 600 psi, between 550 and 600 psi. If the pressure gets above that, it opens and discharges water out this 5-foot hose that you can set in the sink or to a safe place back into your tank if you've got the machine next to your extractor. This is a padded or thermally insulated quick disconnect, female, and that's a good thing because this does get pretty hot. And then this has a male here. It comes with a 60-inch connection cord to connect it to the outbound port of your machine. It comes by default. It assumes that your portable extractor at 3 minutes. We're at 145 degrees, constant flow. It assumes your portable extractor has an outbound female quick disconnect on it. If you happen to own one of the handful of machines that have outbound male quick disconnects, let us know when you order it and we'll switch everything backwards for you.
You want to just go back and show the jet still spraying? I guess it's probably reached about as high as it's going to get.
Well, we'll have to check it out. Jet still spraying, #1 tip, constant flow. It's gone up about another 5 degrees. I think it's still climbing a little bit.
And it's 85 going in and 150 going out, so that's
65 degree temperature increase.
That's impressive. Spraying full time.
I think so, and I think it might end up creeping up another few degrees maybe. This particular heater has the kind of heater rods that are not immersed in the water. We're heating the chamber wall, which makes them safer, less likely to self-destruct due to running dry. This heater couldn't accidentally run dry a little bit without causing damage to the rods. And the chamber holds quite a bit of water for an inline heater, which helps keep temperature maintained steady as you're...
Is it possible to open it up with it hot? Or probably not?
Yeah.
Since we're running the experiment?
It can be done. I don't know if I want to do that though. To show what it looks like inside?
Yeah. Maybe just a peek.
Okay. And if you do need to work on it, of course, never do this with it plugged in, like I'm doing. But like my boss is having me do now. If I get hurt, my lawyer's on speed dial. But very easy to work on. Nothing involved. And I mean, it's two little clasps. Like opening a briefcase.
Or a stopwatch.
I think we're up at about another 5 degrees. I think 155 is about, let's see where we're at here. In about 5 minutes, we got about a 70-degree temperature increase.